Essay The Quit India Movement. During 40s, the international situation was becoming extremely serious. Japan had already declared war against England and had obtained several resonating victories. British needed a united war front against Japanese, but it was a difficult task as Indians had lost their trust in British sincerity. Realizing the seriousness of the situation, the British government sent Sir Stratford Cripps to India to resolve the deadlock and to mobilize all the forces of India's life against the Japanese menace. Mr. Cripps gave a draft declaration according to which India was to enjoy a dominion status and British government was to retain control of the defense of India as part of their world war efforts with the cooperation of the Indian people. The proposal was rejected by every single party and group, and Mahatma Gandhi characterized the pledge about the future settlement of the constitution as a post-dated check on a bank that was obviously failing. The negotiation thus broke down. The failure of the Cripps mission disheartened the people. The day Cripps left was Sunday. Monday was Gandhiji's day of silence. He pondered over the difficult situation as to what could be the solution. His inner voice spoke to words quit India. The British should leave India to its fate. In his paper Horizon, he wrote on April 26, 1942, whatever the consequences therefore to India, its real safety and Britain too lies in orderly and timely British withdrawal from India. He reiterated again on May 24, 1942, leave India in God's hands, or in modern parlance to anarchy. The Working Committee of the Congress met at Wardha. It continued its deliberations for many days over Gandhiji's new slogan to the nation. On July 14, 1942, the committee passed a long resolution known as the Quit India Resolution. It demanded that the British rule in India must end immediately and power should be transferred to the Indians to enable them to defend their country as well as save the world from perils of Nazism, fascism and militarism. If this just and reasonable demand was not accepted, the Congress would be reluctantly compelled to start a non-violent agitation of direct action. A meeting of All India Congress Committee was accordingly convened at Bombay to endorse this resolution. The government paid no heed to the resolution of the Working Committee. The Viceroy refused to meet Miraben, whom the Congress had sent to him for explaining the Working Committee's resolution. It was clear that the government would not yield. The All India Congress Committee, which assembled at Bombay on August 7, 1942, therefore endorsed the resolution of the Working Committee by an overwhelming majority and proposed the starting of a mass non-violent struggle under the leadership of Gandhiji. Addressing the delegates on the night of August 8, 1942, Gandhiji said, I want freedom immediately this very night before dawn. If it can be had, freedom cannot wait for the realization of communal unity. Congress must with freedom or be wiped out in the effort. Here is a mantra, a short one, that I give. You may imprint it on your hearts and let every breath of your give expression to it. The mantra is do or die. We shall not live to see the perpetuation of our slavery. Thank you.